we go back to the campaign trail. Hillary Clinton taking on Donald Trump's Second Amendment comments during an event yesterday. The Democratic nominee warning his opponent to watch what he says.
Words matter, my friends. And if you are running to be president or you are president of the United States, words can have tremendous consequences.
Clinton receiving criticism for her comments as critics point out an infamous instance where she told a Senate committee in a Benghazi hearing what was said didn't matter.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
Joining me right now is former House Speaker and Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. Good to see you, Mr. Speaker. Thanks for joining us, Newt.
Good to be with you.
So what do you think the status of this race is right now? I mean, we were looking at the polls earlier, Newt, and some of these swing states are showing that Donald Trump has lost ground after what had been a couple of tough weeks, and Hillary is gaining. How would you characterize things?
Well, I think that was true probably a week ago. I think in the last week you've seen, for example, they're within 1 point now, I think, in Florida. They're within 4 points in Ohio. And remember, she has spent, I think, $90 million in advertising attacking Trump. He's basically spent zero. So what you're seeing is a summer effort by the elite media, which is deeply anti-Trump, and by the Clinton campaign to try to drive him down far enough that he can't recover. I think they're clearly going to fail. He's going to go into September as a very real contender. And I think the more that he finds his footing, the more he focuses on his message, the more likely he is to beat Hillary. I think in the end, and you see this, by the way, in all the different papers this morning that are reporting on corruption at the State Department that is vivid and clear and unequivocal. And you're also learning that the Obama Justice Department turned down the FBI request to investigate the corruption, which just compounds the whole problem. So Hillary talks about people ought to know that words matter. This is a woman who lies about lying. And the idea that she's going to try to tell the rest of us the words matter when she can't be honest about any aspect of what she has done in the last 5 or 6 years, I think is astonishing.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned, the FBI saying, no, you can't invest the Clinton investigate rather the Clinton Foundation. You've got the IRS targeting conservatives. You've got the State Department pushing back on releasing information and emails. You've got the Justice Department, Loretta Lynch meeting with Bill Clinton on a plane privately. And yet, is it resonating? Okay. I mean, you said all that money that Hillary Clinton spent, it's working for her, right? I mean,
well, it would be if the election were August 10th or August 15th. And the problem she's got is the election is in November. The election starts in late September in Minnesota with the earliest voting and runs all through October. But in the end, the question is, when we get to Labor Day, has she knocked Trump out? The answer, I think, is going to be no. Trump's going to be a very viable candidate, and he is so much better than she is on earned media and so much more aggressive as a candidate that I think he will permanently be in the race and have a very realistic chance of winning all through September and October.
But does he need to be careful about these, quote, casual comments? That's what the Clinton campaign is using this week very effectively. You talk about every paper across the country this morning, they are bringing up the fact that he's making these off-the-cuff comments with regards to the Second Amendment, the Gold Star family, on and on. Does he need to stop with that casual rhetoric that ingratiated him with the GOP but might be hurting him in the general?
Look, he would be a better candidate if he were about 10% less spontaneous in areas that get him in trouble. But the truth is, I look carefully at what he said in the Second Amendment the other day. It is such a total lie to take that and translate it as the elite media did for like 4 hours immediately afterwards. It's just plain a lie. Now, what Trump's got to learn is, if you're the conservative insurgent trying to change things, the media is your mortal enemy. So every time if you give them an opening, they're going to lie about you. They're going to put you on defense. They're going to eat up the clock because they just want to rope-a-dope. They want to make sure that this campaign's not serious. If the campaign gets to be about serious issues, Hillary is going to lose very badly because the objective realities are so bad.